Kenya, a land of breathtaking beauty, boasts a wealth of diverse ecosystems that captivate the soul and inspire wonder. From the towering peaks of Mount Kenya to the pristine beaches of the coast, this nation's natural treasures are a testament to the splendor of our world. The government of Kenya has made significant commitments to safeguard its environment, recognizing the critical importance of preserving the nation's natural heritage.
Tumeweka mpango kamili ya kufence all the water towers. Kwa hivyo wale watu wamezembea wakaingia huko ndani ya msitu watoke haraka. Nimesema watoke haraka kwa sababu unajua hali ya mazingira ikiharibika sisi wote tunahangaika.
This will call for the support, the effort of everyone, right from government, from the private sector, from the development partners, and everyone.
These commitments reflect Kenya's dedication to sustainable development and environmental conservation.
Tukipanda miti sasa kwa wingi, hatutateseka kupata hewa safi, hatutateseka kupata mvua kwa muda. Kuna penye wanakaa hata mwaka 3 wajaona mvua, lakini sisi tunapatanga hiali.
In Kenya, the National Environment Trust Fund, NETFUND, plays a pivotal role in environmental protection.
The FLARAK project targeted 3 ecosystems which were identified for specific and unique reasons. It's not general. Even the interventions are not generalistic. So to start with Capat ecosystem. Capat ecosystem is part of the Elgeyo-Cherangany ecosystem, which is a major water tower.
You realize that it's a source for many rivers, rivers that drain to Lake Turkana, and rivers that drain all the way to the western part of the country and Nyanza.
It's a very important ecosystem, but it has lost a lot of the forest cover, and this mainly because of human activities, illegal logging in these particular ecosystems. There have been uncontrolled grazing and such related anthropogenic activities.
It is therefore important that we conserve that particular ecosystem, we rehabilitate the degraded sites of the forest just to ensure that the rivers that draw their water from that particular catchment is enhanced.
Interventions in Capat were geared towards restoring the degraded areas, and that's why we promoted a lot of tree planting activities, where we have planted over 380,000 seedlings, and we have also restored over 250 hectares of degraded land, or rather forest, in that particular ecosystem.
Tulikuwa tunaendelesha kikundi kwa huko mbele, nursery ya CFA huko ya forest. Lakini toka 2019 tukakutana na watu wa NETFUND, wakatufund na wakatuongelesha, tukakubaliana tukae na wao, tukapewa na boating tubes na NETFUND. Mwisho wa 2019, 2020 tukaanza na NETFUND. Tukaanza boating, wakatuletea materials na chembe, wheelbarrows, spares, vitu mingi ya nursery tools na hizi mbegu, tukaweka miti chini, tukaendeleza miradi mpaka wa leo tunaendelea na NETFUND.
So we supported farmers in terms of establishment of tree nurseries to ensure that we have tree nurseries or where we have tree seedlings for planting or for restoring degraded sites. So we have been able to restore a big size of the forest blocks in Capat ecosystem.
As a state corporation entrusted with the task of mobilizing resources for safeguarding environment, NETFUND is at the forefront of positive change.
To 2021-2022 tukapewa pesa, wakanunua miche 75,000 seedlings, wakatulipia hiyo 20 bob each per price per seedling, tukapata pesa na tumetumia kwa nyumbani. Tumeendeleza nyumbani vizuri, tuko na afya mzuri, watoto wanaendelea na shule mzuri, jamii iko sawa.
Through its initiatives and programs, NETFUND strives to address pressing environmental challenges, foster sustainability, and ensure a healthier future for Kenya.
Another intervention still towards conserving the forest was supporting the local communities to engage in nature-based enterprises, one of those being beekeeping activities, and we have supported 2 community forest associations to start beekeeping ventures. We have provided them with about 75 beehives each of those 2 groups.
Mahali kuna nyuki, unajua watu distraction, hata ya watu kuingia ndani na wataingia kwa sababu nyuki huwa anapiga watu. Sasa hapo ndi mahali kuna msinga mingi, hapo inakuwa conserved sana. Hata wamama wenye anatafuta kuna wataingia mahali kuna nyuki. Hata hii miti nyembamba hizi.
So this whole idea is supposed to provide a kind of alternative livelihood option so that they don't entirely rely on livestock keeping.
Tukiwa na msinga kama hiyo tunapata asali. Na asali tena ni mzuri kwa mwili wa binadamu. Kwanza siku hizi watu wengi watumiange sukari. Sasa wakipata hii asali, hiyo ni mzuri sana kwa mwili yao.
But impactful projects often require the support of dedicated partners. In this case, the government of Japan, in collaboration with the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, has stepped forward to provide vital funding for NETFUND's initiative. The Forestry and Land Restoration Action for Kenya's NDC FLARAK project is one such initiative of collaborative environmental action. Born out of a strong partnership between the Government of Kenya and its dedicated development partners, FLARAK is a groundbreaking initiative aimed at restoring and safeguarding 3 critical ecosystems.
One is on Suswa Lake Magadi ecosystem. The second ecosystem was the Capat forest. And the third ecosystem is Kakamega forest, which is the only remaining tropical forest in the country.
it is actually the only rainforest in Kenya, and it is part of the Congo Basin. Actually, it used to be part of the Congo forest, and it is the only relic that we have in the country. In this respect, it's very rich in biodiversity. There are very unique plants and animals in this particular forest. These include unique butterflies that are only found in this forest. Actually, those particular butterflies are only found in Kakamega Forest and nowhere else in Kenya and nowhere else in the world. This forest hosts 5 of the main known primates in Kenya. So you see how important it is. But it's also part of a watershed that contributes into Lake Victoria. So a number of streams and rivers passes through this particular forest. Unfortunately, over the years, it has faced a lot of degradation also, with over 1,000 hectares degraded, mainly because of illegal logging that takes place around in the forest. People easily access, you see, that forest. There are people who go there because they are looking for medicinal plants. There are those who go there because they want to collect firewood. There are those who go there because of grazing. They just do uncontrolled grazing. So this poses a threat, has been a threat to biodiversity. Because of the threats, some of those unique species are being extinct or faced with a threat of extinction. And therefore, this is why it was also included one of the ecosystem for the FLARAK.
FLARAK embodies the spirit of collaboration and shared responsibility. With the government of Kenya and its development partners working hand in hand, this project represents a unified commitment to environmental conservation and sustainability.
Some of the things that we have been doing for this forest include protection. So the forest, to go around the forest in terms of its own circumference is 117 kilometers. So we want to forest the entire place with electric fence, and we have done 15 kilometers under the FLARAK. So the FLARAK project was able to support 15 kilometers erection of an electric fence.
When this proposal of having the electric fence was introduced, Kenya Forest Service, especially in Kakamega Forest, we were happy about it because we knew this was going to assist us in terms of protection. And, the first phase is covering 17 kilometers, and then second phase will cover 34. Third phase will cover 34 kilometers, and also the fourth phase will cover 34. That makes a total of 117. So this is 15 kilometers for a start, and the 15 kilometers is complete, which is being implemented by NETFUND, funded by UNDP. We're also having other stakeholders like the Rhino Arc. We have the Kenya Wildlife Services. We have the county governments of Kakamega and the county government of Vihiga. They are also with us. Where we are standing right now is the temporary energizer house. So the power is being powered from here. We have a solar panel which powers a battery, and this battery, from the battery now, we have the energizer machine. The energizer machine is the one which is now used to send power to the fence.
We are bringing on board more partners just to ensure that we cover the entire perimeter, which is around 117 kilometers. So we are doing it in 4 phases. We have finished the first phase of around 15 kilometers. We are doing another phase of around 34 kilometers, of course, with the help of other partners, mainly drawn from the private sector.
The whole idea is to control access. We are not denying the community from using the resources from this forest, but rather controlling how they are used. There are provisions, there are gates where they can access through the forest, and it's easy to control, to know who got in, how many livestock, if they are going to graze, how many went in, how many came out. If you went in, did you come out? So it controls that. Number two, we are supporting local communities to raise tree seedlings, which are then used for restoration activities in this forest. So we have supported 5 community groups, including the 2 main CFAs around there, to raise 500,000 seedlings, which of course will be used for tree planting around there, and also as part of their enterprise or livelihood option. We are also supporting a community group there called Muliro Farmers Group. What Muliro does is that they are domesticating medicinal plants. So they grow them out of the forest. They used to go inside to collect them, but now they grow them on their farms. That way they can sell it to other herbalists who want them, but they are also processing these particular medicinal plants to produce some medicines. So we supported them to run, operationalize their machines and equipment so that they effectively upscale production, because it's something they were doing at a small scale, but now we are supporting them to go big.
We have three medicinal plants that we are extracting from using these machines. We have the Osmum Kilimanjaro, which we are distilling now, and this is the main plant that we are using to make the products. Why is it the main one? This plant will give you the essential oil, and it will give you natural camphor. Remember, we have other companies that are using other means of manufacturing their own natural camphor, but they are using synthetics to make camphor. So this is purely natural material that we are using to make the natural camphor. The final products that we shall get here is we have the natural balm, natural ointment, and these are the first local herbal products to be registered in Kenya, because working together with the research institutions, we managed to register this product as herbal products.
The main objective of the FLARAK project was to accelerate attainment of Kenya's NDC, that is the nationally determined contributions. The commitments that we made to the Paris Agreement, that as a country we are going to contribute. For example, we said that we want to reduce our emissions by 32% relative to baseline, 32% relative to the business as usual scenario. But how do we achieve this? It's through tree planting being one of them, or afforestation. And we committed that we are going to increase our forest cover to 10%. So by restoring over 400 hectares under this project, we have of course contributed to the NDCs, which is one of the objectives, or the main objective of the FLARAK project.
At the heart of FLARAK's mission lies the restoration of 3 vital ecosystems. These ecosystems, once degraded, are now on a path to renewal, thanks to the concerted efforts of FLARAK's dedicated teams.
Kwanza hii misitu ya Capat ilikuwa imekatwa, imeharibiwa. Tukajua sasa kumbe hii forest ni amana. Kwa sababu ukame, area hii kwanza hatukuwa na ukame. Tulikuwa napatanga mvua throughout. Lakini wakati forest ilikatwa, hiyo sasa ndio tukapata shida ya mvua. Ya pili, hii blue gum, hii miti blue gum ni mbaya sana. Imeharibu, hakuna maji kwa hizi mito ya forest sasa. Hata kule reserve hakuna miti, kwa sababu hiyo miti ya reserve ilikuwa pambu karibu na mto, ilikuwa nalinda sana. Tunaharibu hii plukam sasa ipotee, alafu sasa miti ya kienyeji inakuja.
Through FLARAK, the government of Kenya and its partners are not only restoring the land, but also protecting the rich biodiversity within these ecosystems. This ensures a sustainable future for countless species that call these areas home.
Tukichunga msitu ya kienyeji ndio tutapata nchi yetu tarudi kama zamani. Ndio unasikia president yetu juzi alipokuja hapa akasema hakuna forest kama hii yetu.
Vile vile upande miti katika shamba yako, tutasaidiana na wewe kuhakikisha kwamba uko na miche, na tumesema tunapanda miti na hasa miti ya matunda katika sehemu zote, ndio tuwe na mazingira mazuri na vile vile tuwe na mambo ya food security.
Vijana wakitairiwa hapa kwetu wanakuja wase kwanza wanakuja mwezi mmoja mapema, nakuja bariki na kuangalia maneno ya hewa vile itakuwa kama watoto wataenda chondoni ama hapana. So kama wazee sasa wanashakuja hapa na bariki watoto naenda salama. So hii msituni iko na maana sana, iko na maana kwa watu yetu na iko maana kwa wazee.
The project contributes to climate change adaptation and strengthens the resilience of communities living in these areas.
Nyinyi mmefikiria kwanza kuanza kwa nasari. Sasa kukuja sasa mpaka kurudisha hiyo zamani. Sababu bila nasari iwezi rudi. So hiyo ni kitu ya maana sana, na sisi kama wakati tunawashukuru na tunaomba hii kitu iendelee.
FLARAK places a strong emphasis on community involvement. Local communities are active participants in the restoration efforts, empowering them to take ownership of the ecosystems that sustain their livelihoods. These initiatives align seamlessly with Kenya's commitment to sustainable development, echoing the country's dedication to achieving its national determined contributions, NDCs, and fostering a greener, more resilient future.